Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. Sending you so much love from wherever in the world you are currently watching this picky card reading today, whether you are new to my channel or returning a subscriber. Hello and welcome. Today's reading is going to be extra special because I am partnering up, teaming up, collaborating with my dear divine sister, Soul Guidance with Elise, and we are going to be doing messages from your Atlantean and Lemurian Spirit Guides. So on this video, I am going to be doing messages from your Atlantean Spirit Guides, and on Elise's video, she is going to be doing messages from your Lemurian Spirit Guides. I will have her channel information down in the video description down below so that you may check out her video as well. So that being said, if you would like to take a moment to pause the video, you can, so that you can ground, center yourself, clear your mind, and take a few deep breaths. Call in your spirit guides, your guardian angels, higher self, divine, the universe, and ask them to help direct you to a group that contains the information for your highest good to know right now regarding a message from your Atlantean spirit guide. And over here we have group number 1 with the rose quartz moon, group number 2 with the black tourmaline, and group number 3 with the pink amethyst. Try not to choose by what looks the most physically appealing to your eye, but more so what draws you in intuitively, which you feel the most intuitively called to, whether it is the cards or the crystals, whatever you feel the most drawn to. And remember that this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Let's get right into this. Hey, group number 1, for those of you who are drawn to the group with the rose quartz moon crystal, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages your Atlantean spirit guides have for you. First of all, we will see what messages we can get from your crystal, and then we will dive right into your cards. Okay. So first of all, the first thing I am getting with this crystal, your Atlantean spirit guides are telling me that maybe you have been feeling more guarded. Trigger warning. I will wait a few seconds just in case. Maybe you grew up feeling more guarded. There might have been certain things that triggered this heart chakra blockage for you in your past, you to guard your heart fiercely. I feel like maybe some of you have been living in fear, have been overly extending yourself, giving yourself to others, supporting others, but also keeping a part of your heart chakra closed. I'm seeing images of a wave of water flowing through, like a tidal wave almost, but it's just bursting through the surface. So some of you have been feeling like you've really been wanting to say something, or there's an urgency to speak to others. So you might feel like you're starting to get overwhelmed or come undone. Yeah, I feel maybe some of you struggle with moderation. They're telling me here with this crystal too, finding that balance, and you're looking for stable ground. You are trying to find comfort and peace. And I feel like there's something that had carried on, a pattern that had carried on. So a lot of you possibly that chose this pile actually have past life in Atlantis yourself, and your Atlantean guide is showing me that there was a traumatic experience in your past life here that really kicked in the survival instinct, feeling like the caretaker, feeling like the caretaker of the people around you, making sure everyone's needs are met and everyone is safe, and putting yourself on the back burner and living in fear of impending doom. So I'm sensing anxiety, looking for that safe place to land. You're looking for peace. You're looking for that tranquility. You're looking for that moment where you don't have to be in control of your surroundings and feel safe. And Spirit is showing me, your spirit guide is showing me that they're wanting you to let loose. They're wanting you to be able to release this feeling, make time for yourself to release this emotion. Even if you don't consciously know what this emotion means, they're showing me that you deserve to have a moment where you can just let everything loose, let it all out of your body, and they're telling you that you are safe now. And for some reason, I feel like maybe you didn't get to speak what you really needed to say, either in your upbringing or this past life, or possibly both. You were afraid of your words having a lot of consequences or being punished for your words, or maybe you fear not speaking up enough. That's another one coming through. And feeling like you need to save people. That's something I'm getting from your crystal. So we'll find out more information, but that is something coming through. Some of you have a dove for a spirit animal that is currently guiding you, and you would benefit for looking that up on the internet and getting some more information for that. So let's get into your tarot, and then we will get into your oracle cards. So your first card we have is the Moon. Your Atlantean Spirit Guide is actually telling me here that music can heal you. The sound frequencies can heal you. Use your voice to release trauma. That's also a thing coming through. And seeing that a lot of past life memories would surface for you spending time in water. And I know that they say that Atlantis had been destroyed by a gigantic catalysm, and I feel like for you though, there's a special connection to water. There's something involving water, or maybe something involving in your dreams that is coming to surface, and there might be a certain memory that your soul wishes to heal from, may recollect in order to heal from, and you might feel drawn to pay special attention to your dreams. I'm feeling a lot of Neptune like energy around this, so deep intuition. So you might remember a lot of your past life in Atlantis and you don't realize that is your past life, or it comes through a lot in your dreams, or speaks to you through sound. This guide speaks to you through sound and speaks to you through the stars. I'm getting they like to communicate with you in symbolic language is another thing that I'm picking up here with this Moon card. And I feel like maybe a lot of you get prophetic dreams, or receive messages in your dreams, or receive messages in music, or maybe while you are making or creating music or singing. Whether you consider yourself a good musician or not, there's some sort of intuitive messages that are more able to be channeled through. And the frequency of sound and singing may help to open your throat chakra, because there's a gift within your throat chakra that is waiting to be utilized. So next we have the Ace of Swords. This makes me think of communication. There's something on the inside, something in your that is trapped in your subconscious mind that desires to come to the surface, that desires to be heard and spoken. You have the Five of Cups and the Emperor. So yes, I feel like maybe some of you, your Atlantean Spirit Guide wants to point out that there might have been something in your past to where, I don't know if maybe you grew up in a very authoritative home, a very strict home, a very like masculine energy is the head of the household and it's that way or no way, and maybe it's either your feminine or your masculine. We have each inside of us, we have all of this inside of us, but one of these aspects of yourself was suppressed. And I'm feeling like it's gonna be vary for each of you what side of yourself this is, or what aspect of yourself I should say, to where you refined in one, whether this was your masculine or your feminine energy, but the other was suppressed because it was shamed, for you were shamed for having that. So it doesn't matter whether you identify as male or female, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. And your Atlantean spirit guide is coming through and saying that they're wanting their role is helping you to regain balance between your masculine and feminine, healing the masculine and feminine. There's also a wounded feminine energy here too, they were saying. So I'm feeling like this takes form in the way of putting your own needs aside to bolster up other people or more masculine people, shunning yourself aside, squashing down your own needs to please others. There might be some certain people pleasing patterns within this, or going through extreme highs of either really in your masculine or feminine energy, but there's some sort of balance that your guide is wanting to help you with, is wanting you to help heal. There's some regret in your past, I'm feeling. There's some aspect or learned behavior or learned core belief that still may be affecting your current reality. And your Atlantean spirit guide really wants you to take action, to step out of the past. They want you to work on stepping more in your authoritative power and not suppressing that aspect of yourself, and knowing that that is okay to have. It is okay to take charge. It is okay to have your voice heard. That's something. And they just said that your voice matters, your truth matters. I feel like maybe there was somebody in your past and also in your past life that made their opinion seem more important than yours, to the point where they were overbearing with it. They were very overly dominating with their opinion and made you believe that yours was not good enough, that you didn't have the right to have an opinion or a say so. And maybe I just hear like picking up the pieces. So you're getting to know yourself, learning to get to know yourself more. They keep saying sound heals, so maybe exploration through music, through sound, using your voice, opening that throat chakra. Some of you are here to also pass on knowledge, to teach other people. Your soul has a lot of ancient memories stored within it, they're saying, and your voice deserves to be heard. You came here to heal from this so that you may also teach about it. And you have this gift of having compassion and also speaking very truthfully. And when you allow yourself to speak this truth, when you allow yourself to face the fear or rise up, even if other people want to be dominating a conversation, that's something coming through here. That it's okay to speak up, it's okay to lead, because I feel like you have this inner leader inside of you, the voice that wants to be heard. You have a very healing voice as well, I'm hearing. You have some sort of gift in your throat chakra connected to your heart space, they're saying. Your heart chakra and your throat chakra combined. So speaking healing words that are also very truthful and hit down to the core of a person. And when out of balance, this can either be suppression of the voice and fear of speaking out, or it can manifest, they're saying, as overly critical words. harsh judgments, refusing to hear other people's opinions. So I feel like, yeah, they're trying to teach you, they're trying to help you heal your throat chakra. Alright, so let's get your next cards. We have dolphins. Play. It's okay to relax. Smile again. Share your flow. Yeah, they really want you to unwind. They say that you are not in your past anymore. You do not have to adapt to the circumstances you learned to survive in once upon a time. You are no longer in this flight or flight kind of environment. So they're encouraging you to be more yourself, to let your hair down, to dance even if it looks silly. They want you to be able to express yourself and know that the people around you would enjoy seeing this side of you, and it would be very healing for you in the process. Some of you struggle with feeling good enough. That's also something coming through because of the way that you were judged growing up. Next we have abundance, fullness of source, enough for all, open and nurture, self-healing, ruby ray, birthing the new earth. You have a powerful love, okay? Group number 1, you have a very beautiful heart. You have a beautiful heart chakra. Your heart chakra, when paired with your throat chakra, is incredible. It makes waves. And some of you may have a fear that of exposing yourself around other people or being taken advantage of. Maybe you have faced relationships where you put your partner first or on a pedestal a lot and then neglected your own needs. You kept forgetting yourself, you kept neglecting yourself because this is the way that you adapted to your environment when you were younger. So this is the way you have learned to treat especially like romantic interests or your romantic partners. And they just said that you are a gift and your truth also deserves to be heard. That is coming through here. Your love is so important, and I feel like maybe some of you have drawn in more narcissistic relationships or people towards you because you have such a caring heart, because you have such a giving heart, and because of maybe this past wound within you that you learned and adapted to from childhood, and how to meet other people's needs, and how to putting yourself on the back burner because you're giving so much of your heart. And your heart is very healing, but there's some sort of throat chakra activation that's wanting to take place. And when you pair these two things together, you may notice that there are certain people that can't handle this. No matter how much love that you give to them, it's like they only want their own needs to be met. But I'm feeling like you have the power to impact people in a big way and change people's lives by also utilizing your truth, utilizing your voice. It's almost like this image of caressing the shadow of another person in a way by speaking with honesty, but also seeing them in love, seeing them with love and radiating through your eyes, because you are a being of love and you can simultaneously speak your truth and still be that essence of love. And that really makes a difference in people's lives. You're good at helping others heal their inner child, but they're saying don't let other people expect you to do that healing for them. Maybe you are like a way shower for people, a new way of being, but I'm also hearing some of you are Syrian starseeds. That was very specific. But they're saying that you need to nurture your own inner child too. Like that's what you need to focus on. They don't want you focusing externally so much. They want you to lavish yourself, give yourself gifts. They want you to take care of you. making yourself your priority. And I feel like some of you have that tendency to look at other people or want to heal other people. And Spirit is saying, no, right now is a time for you. I keep getting that you have this very beautiful voice. That's something that keeps coming up. So let's get on to the next message. And not everybody deserves your time and energy. That's something else your Atlantean Spirit Guide wants to know. So mirror, who or what is triggering you? This feels like deep inner reflection. And dance, do something to shift your vibration. So some of you may be feeling particularly tested by somebody lately. Like somebody is trying your patience. It's like no matter what you say, you can't get through to them. Or they might want to play these toxic head games with you. And you're not manipulative like that. You just want to help people. But maybe they are slandering your character. Maybe you just can't seem to have your voice heard by them. They can't meet you in the middle. Your guide is telling you that people can only meet you as far as they have met themselves. And it's like you can speak loudly, but some people are never going to hear you, and that it's okay to walk away from that. That you don't have to be in charge of that person's healing. There's some aspect in somebody that is reflecting something that happened in your past. They're triggering you in a way to, it's like that relived traumatic experience to where maybe you felt like your voice was never heard by somebody no matter how loud you talked, or it got squashed down by somebody. And Spirit is wanting you to focus more on you. Your spirit guide, your Atlantean Spirit Guide is wanting you to focus more on yourself. You are a huge empath, but you're also learning boundaries is something I'm hearing. And they want to applaud you on how far you have come and how far you've made it. And they recognize, they're acknowledging how much you are looking into yourself, how much progress you are making. And they are also wanting to applaud you on maybe setting up those boundaries or cutting away people that are taking too much of your energy or focus away from you. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you completely cut everyone off. It's more so that you were just reclaiming your energy for yourself. You're learning how to reparent yourself. You're learning how to pay attention to your own inner world, and do not go backwards because of whoever this other person is. They want you to blur them out of the picture and keep doing yourself. Keep doing you. Keep working on yourself. Pay attention to what's going good in your life. Don't let somebody else's pettiness distract you from the life that you are building in your purpose, because I feel like some people can't handle other people's joy because of their own pain and the way that they handle it. And they're wanting you to not let other people poison your reality. So say you have something really good going for you, or you're healing, you're making a lot of progress, you're making ways for yourself in your growth, and then there's somebody who can't quite deal with that version of you, or the version that isn't paying enough attention to them anymore because they're so used to you giving and giving and giving and not giving that to yourself, and using and abusing your attention in that way. And they might be jealous of that, and so they do something on purpose to try to manipulate and sway your attention away from what good is going in your life. And they're saying to block this person out. They're saying to get distance from this person. Like, don't even pay them any mind, because this might be confirmation that yes, there might be somebody in your life that is actively trying to distract you, or trying to pull your attention, or make you feel lower about yourself and to not believe whatever they have to say. And your final card here is community. I'm noticing the dolphins here and in that other dolphin card, and then the blue, that makes me think of the throat chakra energy. So yeah, you are healing. As you're healing, you're becoming a more powerful leader. And as you're stepping into this leadership energy, you are utilizing both that masculine and feminine. You're balancing both. You're being that authoritative voice you grew into by healing yourself. And you're helping. It's not because... So, and the way that you lead, like, you don't make anyone feel under you. You're more so healing yourself to help heal others, and showing others that they can have their own voice too, that they can heal too, that they can become big themselves. They can live the life free of their past and become the person that they never thought they could be, or help them heal from their own traumas. And you are a leader, a compassionate leader, and Spirit is showing you like this is the path that you are taking. That is why a lot of your past had happened too, because you've become this leader, or you are becoming this leader that utilizes both your masculine and feminine to become this teacher, to become this guide for others in healing your own self. You're helping set other people free. Some of you might be feeling called to do some kind of community service or something as well. I'm getting you were meant to lead in some kind of way. So this is all I'm seeing for you, group number 1. I hope that this reading was helpful for you and that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if this reading resonates. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback, and please consider subscribing if you are new to my channel and you enjoyed this video and like to see more content like it. And please remember, if you have not already watched Elise's video, to go ahead and go down in my video description down below and check out her version of this video with the Lemurian Spirit Guides and see what messages there are for you. And I hope to talk to you all in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2. For those of you who were drawn to the pile with the black tourmaline crystal, let's find out some information from your crystal first and then dive right into the cards. So let's get some messages from your Atlantean Spirit Guides. Feeling a lot of creative energy bursting through the surface. This is a good time for creative projects. I'm sensing this is a good time for stepping into the spotlight in some way with whatever it is you do, taking action towards your dreams, maybe planning out your next steps. I'm feeling like whatever it is that you're working towards, your Atlantean Spirit Guides wants you to know that if you are planning towards something, if you are taking the necessary steps and details towards something, especially if it's creative, it doesn't have to be creative. They're saying that too, but they're showing me that there's going to be a lot of abundance coming through this. Like, I'm seeing almost like this strong, sturdy building, like this foundation, a strong foundation. There's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of stability coming towards you. You might have a certain idea that has been burning in your mind, and if you have been wondering if you should take action, if you should take a leap of faith towards this, the answer is yes. They are saying yes, 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 do it. You're going to see the results, you're going to see success, you're going to be seeing stability and making a name for yourself. So that's something coming through so far. Yeah, I'm feeling like there are artists watching this pile. Some sort of people that maybe enjoy making crafts, or even playing with their style, like making their hair beautiful, even possibly. I know that's not going to be for everybody, but I'm seeing this. There's some sort of energy within your hands to create beauty, but when you're creating these beautiful things, or even beautifying yourself, the energy in your hands is almost like you have a gift in your hand chakras. Maybe that's infusing energy, or I'm almost seeing like light codes emitting from your palm. So whether you know that you are doing this or not, there's some sort of energy that is going into whatever it is you're creating, or whatever it is that you're doing with your hands. You have healing hands. You have the energy, you have this ability to also alchemize energy with your hands. They're saying there's something very special in your hands. You may notice, like, even when you create, it helps you feel better. it shifts the energy of the room, and that's because of this gift that you have within your hands. And that's something that they want you to emphasize here is this ability that you have. You have the ability to transmute with your hands, to alchemize with your hands, to improve the energy with your hands in your creations and your surroundings. Even doing Reiki. Some of you maybe Reiki healers, or maybe drawn to that, and that's a confirmation like this would be something that you're really good at. Or beautifying things, whether that's hair, makeup, arts, decorating, healing with your hands, maybe even writing. Like, I just heard scripting. Anyway, writing, there's something very significant when you're using your hands. There's like this energy that starts from your heart chakra, your heart space, and it directly emits through your hands. So if you feel a certain energy radiating through your palms sometimes, and also within your heart space, know that that's what that is. Like, you're not imagining things. Your Atlantean Spirit Guide is telling you, like, you have this gift for a reason, and some of you don't know how to quite activate it just yet, but there's something to be discovered within this, or you really benefit from, or you are just a natural healer with your hands. So that might be a big reason why some of you are so artistic too. There's some sort of gift, some sort of spiritual gift in your hands. So let's take a look at your cards. We have shadow work. See that little spark of light in her hands. She's setting the intentions. Maybe some of you are powerful manifestors as well. You set the energy on whatever it is you're looking at, and it's like you're actually sending the energy out. Setting your intention, setting healing. Some of you are amazing healers, maybe with your voice too. Some of you might have been drawn to also pile number 1 with the 10 of Cups. You have a gift of creating harmony. You have a gift of uplifting other people too and making them feel good. Temperance, yeah, mediating, creating balance. And then the 10 of Swords. So I feel like you're transmuting energy, you're alchemizing energy. I feel like you're able to alchemize people's moods too. It's like you can speak to a person and it completely shifts the energy. It shifts their perspective, and maybe they leave you, like leave your conversation and you leave or whatever, and then they notice like, wow, I feel really good. Sorry for that. Maybe they notice like, wow, I feel really good after talking, or they feel more energized. There's some sort of activation that happens in their heart chakra. I feel like you may have the ability kind of like to sponge other people's thoughts and feelings, and then you feel a release when you're able to help them. Some of you are empaths. You don't have to be. Again, maybe some of you were drawn to group number 1. I don't feel like that's everybody here though. I feel like you're able to bring calm into other people's lives. You're able to help shift the energy. You're able to help them through their shadows. Some of you may be interested in counseling as well. That's coming up here. There's something very special also about your gaze, your eyes. We're listening. People can feel you staring into their soul, but it's almost healing in the process. I don't know if anyone has ever told you that before, but that's something coming through here. There's something important about the way that you listen. You help transmute energy, whether it's through your listening, through your hands, or whatever this is. You're able to shift energy. That is a gift that you have. You're able to shift energy. You're able to shift and move energy. You're able to alchemize this energy. You're able to transmute. You're able to help people see things in a different way. You're able to help people recover from their past, or begin to recover from their past. You're a healer. You are a healer. And that is one of the reasons why you're here. That might be some of the reason why some of you feel drawn to areas of healing, or helping with people's mental health, or even physical health, or energetic health. I feel like whatever you do brings healing, brings new perspective to people's lives. Like, just being in your presence, they feel different around after being around you. That's how potent, that's how like impactful your energy is. Like, just being around you, it does something within their own energy. It moves the energy, makes it feel different from before you were there, from before when you were there. Like, it may have felt more chaotic, and then you come in and then everyone feels like the sense of magic, the sense of peace, the sense of clarity, or you might feel like a lot of people are drawn to you or hooked on your energy. People might find your energy very like appealing, like something that's contagious, or not contagious, something that they're very drawn to, something that they want to keep coming back to, something they almost get addicted to, because it just feels so good. The way that they think after being around you, the way that you're like the catalyst towards these new thoughts for people, this new way of being for people. You might notice that people change their ways a lot after being around you, whether actively or not, whether it's your perspectives, whether it's your energy, whatever this is. I feel like you're the catalyst of people doing their own shadow work as well. You help bring people this sense of temperance. And some people, again, it's like they get addicted to your energy, so that's something you may notice, like if you're more distant and people are like wondering where the heck you are or something. It's just, you have this, people can sense your, like, without consciously being aware of it, people can sense your gift. They can then sense your soul purpose, and they're drawn to you like moths to a flame almost sometimes. And it's like you get a way to retreat, to have more time to recharge yourself. But I feel like it's like whatever you do, whether it's your words, whether it's just you listening, whether it's creating something or moving things around in a home, whatever it is you're doing alchemizes energy without you even consciously trying. And sometimes when you are, just you being there is like an activation for people. You help shift the world. You're helping shift the world into a higher frequency, to a higher level of consciousness, I'm getting. And that's one of the reasons why you were sent here, they're saying. All right, and so you're from they're saying a lot of you are from the higher dimensions here. All right, so next cards we have are the cosmic self. You are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. Yeah, you bring a lot of healing to people. I'm noticing all the green and light around the eyes. You bring a lot of healing to people. You illuminate truth for people. And it's like you don't even consciously even have to try. It's just your essence of being does this for people. The flow. Release control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. Yeah, this definitely feels like a release. You bring people's you bring everything to the surface. Like, your presence just activates people, and sometimes you might notice a little bit of a backlash because of this, like people behaving strangely or abruptly, or you're triggering people without even trying to, but they end up almost thanking for it later on. They end up realizing they have these breakthroughs to release their trauma, to release maybe pent up whatever is pent up below the surface, in order to heal it, in order to step more into their higher selves. We have synchronicity, opportunities, and divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. So a lot of you are like earth angels or star seeds, whatever term you resonate with, or maybe both. Yeah, you've been sent here from the higher dimensions. Definitely. And some of you are aware of this. Some of you are spiritual teachers. Some of you may be interested in counseling or therapy or being in the role of some sort of leader, especially when it comes to healing practices, whether this is within medicine, whether this is within mental health, whether this is within spirituality. Whatever this is for you, or maybe a combination of different things, I feel like there's some sort of important work that you're doing, especially for people's shadows. You're infusing light into people's consciousness almost. You're helping them to heal. You're helping them to make these major breakthroughs or change their lives. All right, so your next cards we have are Soul Family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. And Trust the Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. This is them telling you, like, you're a very high vibrational spirit. You really are. Some of you are very spiritually evolved. You have they want you to know that you have a strong connection to them, to these Atlantean guides. There's a lot of them around you too. I feel like you have more than one. It's at least 2, 3, however many, as well as like even ET guides. That's coming through for some of you too. Like, they're actively communicating with you, and you have Soul Family also on the other side. And I'm almost hearing this like static frequency, or this like tuning into this frequency. So some of you may hear them through clairaudience, hear them through your psychic senses. You may hear them through song, through sound. Yeah, they're saying you're here to help heal. And sometimes you feel like you're alone, or you're doing it alone, and they want you to know that you came here for a reason, and that they're like, I know that it's hard to be here. They know that they acknowledge that the energy feels harsher for you, more heavy for you, and you don't always know why you're here. You don't feel good enough for your purpose always, but they're wanting you to know that you are so divinely supported. You are so divinely looked out for. They really want you to know how much they look up to you. That you're like royalty on the other side. You really are. Like, that's how much of a high opinion your Atlantean Spirit Guides have of you, and also your Starseed Spirit Guides or Star Family. You have Star Family around you too. A lot of high dimensional, a lot of high vibrational beings are near you, or around you, or guiding you. You're part of this. It's like you're a part of this team. You are a part of this soul family itself. Anytime that you need support, they're saying to call on them and ask them, that they will be right there. They will give you the intuitive messages if you tune in. They will speak to you. They will give you signs if you ask for them. They're wanting you to know that you have family on the other side that is also guiding you, and they're wanting you to specifically know, like, their family from a past life, from your Atlantean past life. I'm feeling like you more than likely had that. It is also Starseed origins too, that you have a lot of family from other lives with you and near you, and that are so proud of you. They want you to know that they acknowledge the work that you're doing. They acknowledge even the pain and the struggle that you're going through. You have a big mission, Group 2. You really do. And you don't always see the impact of your work or what you're doing, or maybe it just feels so heavy to hold, or the weight of the world feels like it's on your shoulders with all of the pain that you see around you, or people mistreating each other, and that gets heavy to hold, heavy to bear, heavy to watch. And it's like sometimes you don't understand why you're here, why you have to see this. You feel like you don't belong. And they're also calling you a messenger. So some of you are you're meant to be spiritual teachers too. You're meant to bring forth messages from the other side, knowledge from the other side, to help uplift the consciousness of humanity and awaken them, to get them to reach the next level of consciousness, to make them awake to the way that they're meant to live. Yeah, so let's look at your last card. Intuition. Yeah, you are very intuitive. I'm noticing all that purple energy here. So your crown and third eye are also very strong. You're very psychic and very clairaudient too. They are saying that you can see deep into people's soul. Like, you have these soul gazing eyes. You have this ability to see into people's cores. When you look at people, you're seeing straight into their soul. You're seeing their core. You're seeing the light. You're seeing the shadow. You're seeing the inner child. You're seeing all of them. And people might get a little intimidated by your energy sometimes. That's something coming through. But they're saying, like, this is your essence. This is what you're supposed to be like. And those people that feel intimidated end up getting activated by you at some point, whether like they've said that or not. Like, you were meant to come into these people's lives and be that catalyst of change and healing for them, showing people a new way of life. You were a spiritual teacher. That is a big role you have in this lifetime. All right, that's all I have for you, group number 2. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and found it helpful. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates for you. I really do appreciate and value reading your feedback, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already done so. And also be sure, if you have not already watched Elise's take on your messages from your Lemurian guides, the other part to this video, please be sure to go down in the video description down below and click on her channel, click on her link, and check her video out as well. I hope that you enjoyed our collaboration. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. For those of you who are drawn to, excuse the loud car. For those of you who were drawn to the group with the pink amethyst crystal, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's pick up and see what information we can get from your Atlantean Spirit Guides from your intuitively selected crystal, and also your cards once we get through this. So let me see what I'm feeling. Some of you are very connected and tuned into nature. Some of you are very in tune with nature. You feel very close to the earth or have a special connection with the earth. Some of you may have, they're saying, may have past life memories that have, this is a very specific one, so may have had past life memories surface where you feel drawn or you see this vision of like some sort of mountain space, mountain area, a lot of greenery, a lot of wildlife, feeling like this, the air around the mountain. Like, I don't know, that's a really specific kind of message, and I don't know what that necessarily means yet, but they're wanting to really point this out, and like they're really wanting to talk about your past life here so far. It's almost like you lived in nature to a degree in your past life, that they're highlighting. But they're also saying that, yeah, you spoke with the earth. You have an intuition with the earth. Some of you are earth empaths as well. They're very sensitive to the planet, to nature, to also animals. You know how to read signs from nature, speak with nature, and connect with this. And also, it's almost like maybe you sense storms before they happen too. That's another specific one. But they're saying this is gifts that have carried on over from your past life. So that's kind of interesting. I think all 3 piles to a degree have talked about gifts that have come from your past, like past life. Your Atlantean guides want you to know this. So there is something involving nature that's really significant to your group that they're wanting you to know about, or there may be a certain location in nature that you've always felt drawn to go visit, and they're saying something about grid points. So it may benefit you really well to either go into a meditation and visualize yourself traveling to this space and just seeing what images pop up to you there, and then maybe writing them down and trying not to judge the information, just let it appear as it comes. One thing that I like to do that may be helpful for you is doing a bath meditation. So especially getting yourself in more of that relaxed state, choosing crystals that you feel drawn to, maybe burning some incense or candles or whatever helps you feel more in a relaxed mood, and then allowing your mind to go blank and allowing whatever images to come through, whatever visions you see, almost like entering a trance in a bath. Like that's something that I do, and I can get some past life information that way too sometimes. And I feel like this, or messages from my guides, and this is, I feel like, something that your Atlantean guides want me to pass on to you for you to try that. There's other ways you can do this as well. They're talking about, for some reason, using sound to recall lost knowledge, hidden knowledge, or recall memories from a past life. Some of you are also able to read crystals. That's something coming up here. This is a gift that could have also come from your Atlantean guides. Like your Atlantean guides are helping you to read messages from crystals, or wanting to teach you how to do this, or wanting you to utilize crystals more. Some of you may feel drawn to work with crystals or own some sort of like business involving crystals, whether that's making jewelry out of crystals or selling crystals or learning about them or mining or something. There's something involving this that may benefit you a lot to do, or may hold a lot of information. Maybe some of you are interested in recording information like this to create a book or something along these lines, or recording your thoughts. Some of you may be drawn to visiting like ruins or ancient sites. Yeah, it's like there's certain points of the planet that you would benefit from either going into meditation or visiting these places, like following your intuition. Like that's a pretty specific thing, like that your guides want you to know. Maybe that won't resonate for all of you, but you have a certain connection to the earth, to the elements, to crystals, and they're wanting to validate this for you. Some of you have some elemental guides as well, or you may feel drawn to the elements. You may feel drawn to different weather, like rain or tornadoes or storms, or even if just sunny weather or whatever. Lightning. There might be like something like you communicate through nature or to nature in this way, or you can read nature. You're very connected to it. You're spiritually connected to it. You're connected to the crystals, and there's a gift that you have here that you can read these energies with. They're also specifically saying some of you have the ability to take a crystal and draw out information from it. That's something coming through. Like there's a reason why maybe if you meditate with a crystal or you feel drawn to a crystal, try to see what kind of visions come up, or whatever information, like medium of information you get this from, whether this is through psychic hearing, psychic sight, through claircognizance, etc. Like pay attention to anything that comes up. It's not just random. Like there's certain information that may be really beneficial for you to know through these things, or visions or past life memories that are activated because of this. All right, let's get into your tarot first. Now that was a pretty long message from your crystal. We have the Eight of Cups. Traveling. Some of you are meant to travel. That's something coming through here. Or go on some sort of adventure. If you felt drawn to do this and not sure why, there's a spiritual reason for your evolution here, or something within your life purpose. Some of you are building into your life purpose or finding that, or will soon be discovering whatever that is for you. Next, we have the Four of Swords. So yeah, this is really encouraging you to take some time out to yourself to kind of go on the spiritual journey. If you have to go in a little bit of hermit mode, that is okay. If you have to go into a period where you don't really feel like talking to very many people, like separating yourself temporarily and just connecting in with your spiritual self, your Atlantean Spirit Guides are really encouraging this for you and say it will be very beneficial to showing you what your life purpose is too. Some of you are meant to go on some sort of intellectual spiritual journey at this time. You may feel called to, and it's okay to allow that moment of stillness. So if you're like me, maybe some of you feel like in order to find like thing that your purpose, for example, or you feel like you have to be go to make something happen. So it's like you're trying to hold these tight reins on reality, that things are meant to go in this direction or this fast. And your Atlantean Spirit Guide is actually telling you to slow down a bit, because you're meant to embrace this pause, because there is some sort of spiritual truth within it that you're going to discover. Maybe some of you will be writing a book. That's something coming through. Or creating something, or going on some sort of spiritual journey, and they're encouraging this. They're encouraging that time out. They're encouraging you for that self-reflection, to go into more of this hermit mode of self-discovery, exploring your soul, exploring your past life memories, exploring yourself, allowing a pause and knowing like this isn't going to take away from your progress and whatever it is you're wanting to achieve. It's that there's some sort of soul growth, some sort of soul evolution, some sort of soul memory that is waiting to come through, but you need to take this pause. They're saying they want to connect with you in this way too. It would really benefit you to take some time to meditate. They find that very beneficial, or even taking time to listen to music, soothing music for yourself, to put yourself in this state. Maybe some of you get messages while listening to music. I don't know, I believe I said that at the beginning of this pile, and also in one of the other piles too. We have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords. We have two nines here. Yeah, they're saying allow this pause, allow the stillness, to see what resides in the stillness. Some of you are afraid to face the stillness, maybe because of certain shadow work that you've been working on or have not faced yet. Maybe some of you are afraid to slow down. You're afraid to meet yourself in that still space, or you're afraid of failure, like if you slow down then it's gonna defeat your progress or something along these lines. And they're saying no, there's a direction that is meant to be shown to you here, but you have to face that shadow first of being okay with being still, with going within yourself, knowing that you don't have to be chasing things externally to gain forward movement in your external world. You're gonna find your purpose by slowing down and centering into you, taking that pause, taking that time out, taking that time for soul discovery, and knowing that you're not in a race. Things are gonna happen in the way they're meant to happen, uniquely for you. That's something that they really want to emphasize for you. Yeah, some of you do have that fear of slowing down, or feel like maybe if you slow down, there's something from your past that you may be forced to face with some sort of memory, some sort of emotional flashback, even maybe some sort of trauma that's going to greatly vary for you. Or maybe there's again like that impending fear of failure coming through here in that Nine of Swords energy. But they're saying like there's nothing to be afraid of, and they're going to be there right for you, to meet you in that stillness, to meet you to yourself, to go within your soul memories. And they're saying like they're wanting you to go within instead of without. They're wanting you to go deep within you, to pause, to soul search, instead of trying to force things to happen in the external world or looking outside of yourself. They want you to look in, and there's going to be some sort of soul truth, some sort of soul memory that comes through that inspires the action that you are actually looking to take, or that forward movement. And there's no need to rush this. It's going to come along very naturally, and once you find this, you're not going to feel the need to rush it. Again, it's just going to happen naturally. And they're saying, like, maybe you feel like things aren't working out in your time frame, like your expectations of time and the time frames that you want them to. And they're saying, like, you're beating yourself up because you're not getting that external validation maybe you're looking for, or maybe even when you do, it feels like it's never enough. Like there's some sort of fear of failure happening here, and your inner, that voice you have on yourself, that inner critic, is destructive because they're trying to tell you, like, there's some sort of fulfillment that's only going to come in not through this path or looking externally or looking for other people to approve of you. There's something within you that you're going to find the direction to move in, but going within. I almost see somebody writing in a notebook. That's a very specific message. And I'm also seeing a turtle in my mind's eye. Some of you have a turtle spirit animal guiding you currently. And there's this message of patience and knowing that you don't have to do things the same way as other people. You're not meant to do things necessarily the same as other people. You're meant to find your own truth, because there's something in your soul that's is waiting to be opened up like a book. And they're saying, like, it's okay not to meet society's expectations all the time on things. You don't need to chase that validation. That's something they're saying. You're gonna find the results, and it's not even about the results. They're saying there's some sort of soul truth waiting for you on the inside, but it only comes within, not by trying to make things happen in your external world. We've restored, so time out for you, nature, shamanic science. See what I mean? Maybe some of you were shamans in your past life. We have cosmic circles, create sacred space, embrace unlimited possibilities. So this makes me think of like the grid lines or grid points in the planet, certain energetic spots on the planet that reminds me of what I saw with your crystal that you may feel drawn to, or may see in meditation even. We have the Lemurian egg, rest, reintegration of divine potentials. Yeah, you're meant to go into like this incubation stage. That's what they're really encouraging. And they're saying you are so protected by them. Your Atlantean guides are saying that you are so protected. You are so loved. Nothing can touch you. You are so safe. And you're safe. Like, if you're afraid of your own negative thoughts, like, they're here with you to help guide you through this process. They're very much so encouraging that pause for you, because there's almost like this DNA activation happening when you do this too, or it's currently happening, and they want you to rest because you're about to receive some sort of big breakthrough or download that's coming in very soon, very quickly, and they want you to be able to rest, to be able to have this energetic upgrade come through for you, and then see what kind of visions you get out of it. Like, there's some sort of message that they want you to slow down so that they can speak to you about, and that they're encouraging you to nurture this idea that resting is a negative thing. Maybe you're taught, or you have this expectation on yourself, or that was put on you, of the way things should be, of the way that you should live your life, of the way, of the timetable things should take place, or how you should be, or like this or that, or these expectations, those expectations, meeting this, and then feeling depressed and anxious when you're not doing that, but not allowing yourself to slow down because you have this conditioned belief in you that you can't slow down because things are going to run away from you, but then you start feeling unfulfilled. But they're saying like there's something from your past that may be causing this, or that you need to face head on by slowing down too. You're meant to be slowing down, and maybe even spending time in nature might help bring this, whatever this is, maybe an epiphany or a vision or a spiritual truth or realization or healing. It's going to bring forth something for you, but it can only happen by facing that fear of allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to slow down and pause and trust and listen to your spirit guides. Open up to your Atlantean Spirit Guide. This is a very protective guide over you. This is a very protective guide. They're going to protect you, and they want you to know that you can trust them. Yeah, call on them for help and protection. This is specifically a guide for protection for you too. You're a very special soul. You have a big soul purpose, and they're like your guardian spirit. This guide. Yeah, you have a lot of sacred knowledge within your soul waiting to come out. So your next cards are yes, just say yes. So say yes to your rest. I was not trying to rhyme, but it came out like that. And align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? Yeah, there's some need to slow down and reassess things too. And you're not going to be able to see things clearly until you take a step back. So maybe this is the direction you're heading in. I'm feeling like a lot of you, this is the direction, like you trying to figure out what direction to head in. If you feel like either you're not fulfilled by what you're doing or you're not finding the results, it's because you're supposed to take this step back. You're supposed to assess things, the people. There's something when you pull yourself back, and it's like observing things, observing yourself. You're gonna have some sort of truth of what you need to do next. Whether this is the people around you, some truth about the people around you, some truth of maybe some past wounds that may still be affecting your reality or maybe blocking blessings. There's some sort of healing that needs to take place, but it can only be found by taking that step back, taking that pause, taking that vacation, whatever this is for you. Taking time to nurture yourself, taking time to face that fear of failure if you're not constantly moving forward. So next we have our final card is compassion. Yeah, meet yourself with compassion. They're saying that you need to have more compassion for yourself, that it's okay to slow down. This idea of slowing down being a bad thing wasn't you. It was not you. It was something placed on you by somebody else's rigid thinking. And you were not meant to have that. That was not meant to be yours. And that you were not meant to be... You're not meant to be go, go, go 24/7. Like, it's not a race, they're saying. There is no race here. And there's more... You need to have more compassion. Meet yourself with more compassion because you're being too hard on yourself. That's something that they really want to emphasize, that you deserve your own compassion and that it's okay to slow down and that you are not a failure for slowing down. Yeah, there's something very inherently special and unique about you. They want you to see how unique you are. They want to see you to see how special you are, and maybe you feel like maybe some of you feel like you aren't anything special to other people, and the only way to be that is to have that external validation, the thing that externally validates you through success, through some materialistic like career or goal or whatever this is that you're moving towards. It's like you're trying to push yourself, but they want you to see your value as a soul, that you don't need to be validated by the external things to matter, that whoever taught you that was in the wrong, that you're special without having to meet these unrealistic expectations. And there's some sort of soul growth, some sort of soul truth that is meant to happen when you allow that time, when you allow that time to withdraw and assess these patterns in your life and maybe where they came from. And allowing this to come through, allowing this healing and be just allowing and knowing that it is okay. And to have that compassion for yourself, even if it's hard, they have this compassion for you too. They're almost wanting to look at them like your spiritual parents. That they're telling you to slow down, that it's okay to slow down. Life isn't going to escape you. Alright, that's all I have for you, group number 3. I hope this reading was helpful and that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if it resonates. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. If you have not already subscribed and you enjoyed this video, please consider doing so. If you have not already gone on to Elise's channel and watched her version of our collaboration, please go ahead and look for the link in the video description down below so that you may check out and see what your Lemurian Spirit Guides have to say to you as well. This collaboration was a lot of fun and I hope you all enjoyed it and found that it was meaningful for you. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to talk to you all in the next video. Bye.